Previously on Building a Beach Home, Joe and Layla agreed to document their whole process.
How much input do we have with the design?
Everything.
I've always known I will have a beach home. I can't wait to make a life here.
We're on a budget.
But at the end of the day, we want a home that we're happy with. Look at this. I love the blue tile.
It's funny now, I'm thinking just the opposite.
Looking for a 60 by 110 lot. They want to be beach block.
But this would be perfect.
Ideal location.
I do hope we have the right house. Now we've got a clean slate and we can start building our beach house. So here we are around 45 days into the process. We've got a full set of plans. We actually hit Joe's budget. Layla loves the design. So now we very comfortably walk into a building contract. And the first step after that is to meet with Tor, our head of operations, for the production meeting. So Tor is very interesting. He's a bull, okay? And he's not gonna do anything that's not by the book, not by code. Tor is going to be their go-to person from here on out. And I think it's very important to kind of introduce Tor right at the beginning at a pre-construction meeting, and it really sets the tone, and it really gives the client the confidence like, hey, this guy's going to build our house right.
Your building has thousands and thousands of moving parts into it. So it's a custom job. Whatever you want, we can do. You gotta remember it takes only two things, time and money.
Yeah.
Right.
Those two things I can do almost
Yeah.
anything.
Okay.
But if you want to stay in budget, if you want to stay with what we're doing, with what Steve helped you design, we can do that. We do it all the time. But it all comes down to you have to let us know your dreams. And by giving us those dreams, we can help you follow through.
So we met Tor, and I could tell that he would have our back. I mean, he was really process-oriented, methodical, and just how passionate he was about showing us where everything would be and that everything would be safe and to code. It felt like he would be on our side.
The next part I want to talk about is Build-A-Trend. Build-A-Trend is a computer program that we use that can be on your phone, it can be on the computer, it can be on your tablet, it can be anywhere. All messaging must go through that. And what's great about that is you have probably 1,000 emails a day. You don't want to go through and find my email or Steve's or Pat's email. You just go to Build-A-Trend.
Oh, okay.
Also, what's great about it is you do all your selections through that. As we go through this, and we'll give you a list of items that need to be done in a certain amount of time and order, so everything has consequences.
Yeah.
So if you do not give us selections in an amount of time that is cohesive to the build, it can slow the build down.
Okay.
I've been told time and time again, when people come out of this meeting, they always have the confidence that Tor is going to build that house, not only to code, but he's going to exceed that code. He's very, very passionate, very, very energetic, and people always feel confident when they leave that pre-construction meeting.
It was a little difficult to let go of the process. In my mind, I'm thinking, well, this should be done this, but it actually was a relief for me. I felt confident that, I can relax.
How would I explain Joe? So he's definitely family-oriented. He likes to entertain as well. He does like to cook and throw down and grill. Joe built our deck on our house, and I think when he's in a project and being creative, I think that's when he's happiest.
I am very hands-on. I consider myself kind of a mountain man. I love the woods, hiking and camping and fishing and so forth. I was never really a beach person until I met Layla, and I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. I get my cabin some other time. Right now, let's concentrate on this for us, right? So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So what's going on behind us right now is they're driving pilings. Pilings are the base, the foundation, and this is what makes sure the house never goes anywhere. So you see a forklift that has a huge auger bit, which will pre-drill the hole for them, which they'll then take the excavator. On the end of the excavator, instead of normally seeing a bucket, they actually have a vibrating hammer. So they'll pick up the piling, place it into the hole that's been drilled with the auger, and then put the vibrating hammer on top of it. That vibrating hammer will then push it down. As much pride as I put into the framing and what we do and how strong our buildings are, that means nothing without this being done right.
One of the most stressful steps in this process is the selection process. Pat Brodwater does an incredible job, and because she used to be a client of mine, she was my third house I ever built, she was excellent. So she makes that process super, super stress-free for the client.
We're going to go through some of the selections that we can pick here today in the Design Center. So one of the first things that I like to start with is the exterior siding.
I prefer more of the gray.
No, I like the white. I think that clean, bright look is just going to stand out. I prefer that.
Okay. Is this something we decide today, or?
If I had to describe Joe's taste, I would say eclectic, unique, and maybe 20 years ago.
So it's black or white windows.
I think we both agree. Ready? Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Black. Okay.
No, definitely white.
No, okay.
You like the black?
I like the contrast of the black.
All right. So
Progress.
Not so painful.
we're going to talk about the kitchen, and I'm just going to give you an overview because the kitchen designer you'll be working one-on-one with.
Okay.
In this architect's drawing, it gives you a suggested layout. When it comes to the sink, we usually put that under the kitchen window.
Well, I personally was thinking maybe putting the stove on the center island if possible. Is that
I'm
something
not
we
a
could
fan
do?
of that idea.
I don't see how you're not going to be able to vent that. You're not going to be able to have a hood.
I guess that's important.
We always have some odd requests from time to time, but yeah, that's not a good place for the oven.
All right. We can leave that.
Well, hi, Steve.
Hey, Pat. How you doing? Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good to see you.
Is it going well?
All is going well.
That's
This
been
is-
wonderful.
yeah,
The
this has been
fun
great.
stuff.
Yeah, we were just finishing up the wainscoting for the hallways and the bedrooms.
One thing that Layla's teetering with is the reclaimed beam look. We've never done it. I would love for you guys to do it.
At that point, I had already made up my mind that we're going with the white beams. I'm not going to switch this up over and over, but then Steve walks in.
We actually got the sample today.
Oh, nice.
I love this look. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm partial to painting them white.
And I'm telling you, the pictures that you sent me, check out these pictures, Pat.
I don't know, I just like the look of the white though.
You can't have
It just goes-
everything
it's-
white in
it's
here. We need
lighter.
some contrast in the house.
There's contrast in other aspects of the room.
Give it some time. Think about it.
Okay.
But take this home. Sleep on it.
All right.
Literally sleep
All right,
on it.
yeah, I'll sleep on it. Okay.
All right, guys. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, Steve.
I'll see you, Steve.
There are many, many items that Pat can do in our design center, but out of our outside agencies, like plumbing fixtures, electrical fixtures, and things like that, they need to go to that vendor. Avalon Tile, we've been with them for about 10 years now. Artemis does a great job. She'll have examples of display. She'll have the shower floor there. She'll have the shower walls, and we'll bring the cabinet styles, and that's why she's a designer. She's great.
This one is set in
That
herringbone.
looks really nice.
Same tile, different color, but in a herringbone set.
Right. Okay.
Lots of decisions here.
Yeah, there's a lot to work with here between patterns
It's
and
exciting,
colors.
though.
Yeah.
So here's a couple of options for your shower floor and your main floor.
Is that the polar?
The polar white.
I can't see the difference. I'm colorblind.
Well, this is brighter. And I think the polar could just pull from the grays a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Polar white it is. I like the blues. I would almost like
Actually,
something
I
with
actually like the
a...
white and the penny style. Looks good against the blue again. So, but
We would even play with the grout colors. You can do a darker grout with the white. We can use the blue pennies with a white wall.
Let's go with the blue penny tile. When Pat set up these appointments to go to Avalon Tile, to go to Ferguson, I was able to visualize what I wanted in person. When we went in, the associates already knew what we were looking for.
They do come in different colors. I know you really like the white,
Right.
but something like this is a great look
Oh,
for
wow.
the shore.
Yeah. Oh, I like this. This
Yeah.
is nice.
Slow close drawers. This one is kind of similar to what you showed me before you
Yeah,
came in. A
right.
little bit more similar to your kitchen cabinet
Yeah.
style, kind of chicer. This could come in white as well. I know you like the grays. There is a light gray.
Okay. I do. I like the white finish, and I do like the shaker style and like the clean lines.
I'm good with either one. I mean, I'm not sure which way
You know
you're
what my
leaning.
thing is? It's the space.
That is
you
a
know?
lot more space.
The storage space means a lot to me. They're, just for the kids and everything. Why don't we go with this?
Okay.
With the white finish.
Yep.
Have you thought about what finishes you wanted to go with in each room?
Yeah, I really like the chrome finish. I think.
So some of the Kohler faucets we have over here, the Purist being a really popular design because it works in many styles. We really need to know what you plan on putting in the shower because of the rough-in plumbing.
Okay.
So we should be pretty certain about what we're going with then. Yeah.
Exactly. Each rough-in valve is specific to each manufacturer and each handle.
I see.
We've always used Kohler and we've always loved their product. So
Great brand.
Yeah.
let's write it up.
So when people come through our homes, they always comment on the wainscoting and all the pretty stuff that you see, the finishes, but what they don't see is what's behind the walls, how these houses are built and framed. We use 2x6 exterior walls, we use I-joists, we don't use dimensional lumber. We use an Advantech plywood for the subfloor, and we also use a zip system throughout the exterior of the house. So that house is weather tight before there's any siding or roofing on the home.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Can you come here?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
I think I want to go with the other vanity, the furniture grade one.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You realize that they've already ordered that. So
I know.
You want to change now?
I've been thinking about it a lot. I really like the furniture grade one. The open area at the bottom. We can put baskets. It'll look beachy. I know, but
Layla, are you sure? We can't continue flip-flopping back around like this.
yes, I am sure. I've thought about it for a while. I'm positive. I think it would look the best in the bathroom, honestly.
I completely understand and I agree with you, but I think it's important that we let them know as soon as possible.
Can you call Pat?
I guess I'll have to, won't I? So, all right.
Usually, I am the one that learns first that they want to make a change because I'm more, I guess you'd say, client-facing than the other people.
So we were a little afraid to talk to you about this. Weren't exactly sure of what the outcome of this decision would be for us.
It will require about a week or so extra time given the stage of construction that the house is at. But, this is your house. You want it to be a certain way, the way you envision it.
Yep.
But, as long as you're willing, there'll be some cost involved. But since there's no drywall or no insulation, it won't be a monumental, big cost.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Well, thanks for accommodating and making
you're
the
welcome.
change.
No, it's fine. We do it frequently.
Okay, good.
So.
This is a custom home. The problem with custom home is there's too many options. People have the world, and that's great, and we want to give them the world. But this causes delays. I know we have the layouts here for this vanity and all the plumbing fixtures, and I know the owner originally picked a custom-built vanity, but she changed her mind.
Okay.
And of course, what do you think she changed her mind to was the furniture grade, open bottom with drawers. Furniture grade are very specific what has to be done in the wall because there's very tight tolerances for everything to go into it.
Right now, we're plumbed in for a standard vanity, meaning my plumbing lines over here are going to work.
Right.
Now we're going to a dresser vanity. Now we have to move my plumbing up and possibly even to the left or to the right, depending on the size of the vanity itself.
So this plumbing's not going to work.
With the selections being changed on this vanity, until we get a concrete selection, we're going to have to pull out and leave. Once you give the new selection with the new specs, we can then come back.
Now we have a delay. This house will sit with no subs in it, with nothing going on inside, for a minimum of a week because of one selection change. They really want to be in for Memorial Day. This is not happening. So now we're looking at middle of June, maybe end of June. As long as we don't make any more changes.
Those little setbacks add up. People forget that. So 2 months from now, they're not going to remember that this kind of set us back a couple weeks. Now the house is going to sit. Next time on Building a Beach Home.
Normally, it all comes down to me. I'm the one that's laying down the law. It's like 12-year-olds. He said, she said.
You and him are like,
come on.
I'll go to Steve and say, did you promise this? Sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's no, sometimes it's they're crazy.
I want to talk to you about the beam. Is it too late to go with this?
All right, don't kill me.
What do you change now?
We're gonna do
Do
this.
they understand the delays?
They will after you tell them.